Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Nate Reads Tarot. Been a while. I'm sorry I was gone for so long. I'm going to be uploading a lot more on this channel. So we have 4 piles today. Each of them are represented by a character in Lord of the Rings. And this reading is going to be all about if you're the subject of evil eye or feel like you are, we're going to be looking at who you're up against, who or what you're up against, and how to protect yourself against them or how to defeat them in battle. Wanted to do this topic because one of my special interests is military strategy and history. I'm really interested in reading about old battles and like how people ended up defeating a much larger empire, particularly with marginalized people. So I'm really interested in that. So I wanted to do a reading in which if you are being attacked by somebody or something or a group of people, how you can protect yourself and what actions need to be taken really confirm things that you already know. So as you can see here, we have 4 piles. Pile 1 is represented by Tom Bombadil and the Hematite. Pile 2 is represented by Boromir and the Black Tourmaline. Pile 3 is Faramir and the Apache Tears. And pile 4 is Aragorn and the Smokey Quartz. So go ahead and pick your pile. You can pick multiple ones if that resonates with you, and I will see you in your pile. All right, welcome pile 1. Oops. If you chose the Knight of Wands or Tom Bombadil and the Hematite, this is going to be your reading. So this is how it's going to work. We're going to pull 1 card for you, 1 card for who or what you're up against, 1 card for like the general environment like of the battle, I guess, like the general conditions, and then 1 card for how this entity or person can be defeated, and then what and then like the specifics are going to be through tarot. So, um, okay, we have the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck. I'm gonna actually pull that. So I think that like some of you are up against a spouse or an ex-spouse. I really feel for you if that's the case. Like that's I've never been through a divorce myself, but I can only imagine how hard it is. I really do hope that, you know, you're taking care of yourself. The other interpretation of the Hierophant could be like existing systems, like religious systems that are established, that um um so like existing religious systems that are in place to keep people controlled basically. So I pulled this card not necessarily for your energy, but for like a theme, I guess, of the reading. So we're gonna get into what your energy is. Uh so what is pile one's energy right now? Um so so you're a little bit, so actually it's funny because this card was kind of like sort of hiding behind a different card. So like I feel like you're hiding in the shadows at the moment, like you're not standing in your power. But we have judgment upright. So I really do think that um your energy is actually smaller and hidden, but the support around you is very, very strong, like because we have judgment upright. So the theme right now is like a marriage or a former marriage, and judgment upright is reassuring you that even though you may be in smaller stature to the person or people who are attacking you, you have a very, very solid support system around you that you can lean on. So, as for the um, people who, people, um, person, uh, entity, um, organization, whatever it is that you're up against, we're going to be pulling from the Archetypes Oracle, Wild Unknown. Let's see. Yeah, I don't like this energy at all. Whoever whoever is coming at you, and from the from the message that I got immediately, it was like it was very fast moving. It was like this this person strikes quickly, and this person um yeah, doesn't want the best for you. Yeah, the castle. So this person is this is very interesting because you're represented by Judgment Upright. So even though you have like kind of a weaker energy compared to the person who is sending you evil eye, this person is represented by the castle. So it's like you have actual people who are on your side. This person has like maybe they're an ex-spouse who like got the house and like most of the assets or something, but they're like the man in the high castle. They're like they think that they're protected, by this fortress, but in reality, like you have people see people see through them. You Even though they have like more material stuff around them, like you are the people who the people can see the people around you can see that like that you are actually in the right. So let's pull a card for the environment now. Um well, first of all, uh breathe through the tension, full moon in Scorpio. This I really am getting this theme of like a really messy divorce custody battle or something like that. And the person who is sending you evil eye is materially more established than you are. But again, like you're represented by Judgment Upright, which means that you are morally in the right and have like support around you. Um, so I don't think you need to worry about like if you're doing the right thing, because like as I think, see, this person I think made you question yourself and think like, oh, well, did I do the right thing in leaving this person, or did I uh um they whoever this is, I'm really getting like ex-husband, like someone who used to have power over you. I really think that like that if uh this person is known for getting you to question yourself, and all you need to let's just keep focusing on this card. Though you have Judgment Upright, meaning that spirit is on your side and your family and like your support system is on your side as well. So this man in the high castle uh has the material stuff around him, but like that's not gonna protect him in where it actually matters in the spirit world. So don't I mean this even though this person is scary and powerful, you can take solace in the fact that like that your like spirit is on your side, your family and your ancestors are on your side. So the environment around you guys right now is yeah, so full moon in Virgo, take inspired action. So like this is a very like quick moving, like explosive, fast moving energy. I feel like this person who is giving you evil eye is very much like dropping bombs, like trying to overwhelm you with like short spurts of attack. And um it's kind of like overwhelming you with like hailfire basically, and like hailfire, that doesn't make any sense, but you know what I mean, like quick moving flaming arrows, and you're kind I'm getting tongue tied, like you're very much like overwhelmed right now, but because you have Judgment Upright, um you definitely need to like lean on your support system at the moment, like because this person may be more powerful in the material sense. But again, like you have people in your corner um, who will help you. Um, and also like spiritually this person is putting themselves in debt for what they're doing to you. So like um we as humans don't have the power to deal out karma ourselves. We can only control our responses to things that happen to us. So um you know so like this person is playing with weapons and a system that they don't really even understand. Like it's kind of like giving it's giving a an emotionally stunted leader of a country about to press the big red button, and they press the big red button and they don't even know like the horrors in which they've unleashed on themselves. So it's like, and actually mortification is how uh which honestly is good news for you, because I'm reading this as like just let them destroy themselves. Like this man child in this castle pushed the big red button, and now they're destroying themselves. They're running themselves into the ground financially trying to get at you, but like the facts are not on their side. Like this would be like again, I I don't know your situation. These like very specific messages are coming through. So like if you're not in a divorce or custody battle right now, I don't think this is your pile, because like this is a very specific like message. But um the way to defeat this person is to just let them destroy themselves. Like there's actually nothing that you need to do. Like this is very, very good news for you. Like there's nothing that you actually need to do against this person, because they're going to destroy themselves because they can't help themselves. Like this person is, I know this term gets thrown around a lot. I'm sorry, but like this person's a narcissist. Like they're not seeing, they're completely blind to what is actually in front of them. They're just like a boar just charging ahead and destroying everything in their path. And they're just gonna destroy themselves. Um Financially, spiritually, physically, like whatever. Like they don't care. They're swinging their hammer around not caring who they're hurting. And obviously that's not um a meth a method that you need to use in order to build up support. So like any smear campaign this person's trying to, enact, anything that they're actually trying to do against you, is that it's not actually going to hurt you, because all they're doing is telling on themselves and destroying their own reputation, and digging themselves a financial hole trying to get at you. So like, let's say the two of you were in court. Like a judge would look at all of the things that like all you have to do is keep a tally of what they do, because like a judge is going to look at that and be like, yeah, obviously you're vindictive and an asshole, and you're attacking this person for no reason, and no, we're not going to give you what you want. So and if it's not a physical judge, like if it's not a person doing this, it's spirit, it's the universe. So honestly, I'm just gonna I don't even need to pull tarot for you, because again, you don't need to do anything. All you have to do is keep calm, rely on your friends, and let this person destroy themselves. Like you have absolutely no, like you don't need to engage with this person at all. Like I mean, and if you do, it's like it would be, you know, one-off text, or like, like through a lawyer or something. Like you don't need to actually engage with this person. They can't suck you back in. They're just throwing everything at the wall, because they're very enraged and emotionally stunted and childish, and they're just going to um uh, just show who they really are. Like I mean, this person is just not caring at all who they hurt along the way. And people are gonna obviously see through that. And it so really, I mean, they're going to just kill themselves. I mean, like, not, hopefully not like literally, but like, but they're like, their their plan is already dead in the water. Like, it's all like, you can't, they're just going to destroy themselves. So like, all you have to do is just sit back and lean on the people around you who support you. So that was a very rapid fire thing. I was expecting much more much more like tactical, stuff, but I'm just like throwing stuff now. I'm just like, no, nope. Um you don't have to do it. Like, again, I have to emphasize, like, you don't have to do anything against this person. This person is going to destroy themselves. They're going to destroy their own reputation. They're going to destroy their own financial situation in order to get at you. For every thing that they're trying to like smear against you, like every lie that they're telling on themselves. Like, you don't need to help this person by engaging with them. Like, they're just going to destroy themselves. So all you have to do is sit back, keep calm, and lean on the people who are in your quarter, and that's it. Like, seriously, like, don't engage with this person. However, what you need to do is focus on your own healing. So we're going to be pulling from the Healing Waters Oracle. So what is some healing advice for pile one? Um, mm, Hang on. Uh, yeah, trust your inner compass, be led from within. Um, you don't you don't need to strike out against this person. This person is destroying themselves for you. Like, you don't need to do anything to this person because they're going to destroy themselves. And I mean, maybe to hold you over, while you're hiding out and, being supported by the people who care about you, what else is going to help you heal? Um, Current dreams, future realities, new beginnings. Just just live your life, just like, just keep dreaming, keep envisioning a better future without this person. Now this person's gone from your life. They're going to destroy themselves. Like, they're like, they did all of the heavy lifting for you. They're going to destroy themselves anyway. So like, I wish you nothing but the best. I'm so sorry that you have to deal with someone like this, but it's not going to be for long, because they're not going to be around very long. They're gone from your life now. Once the legal stuff is done, like, you don't have to speak to them again. Like, it's they're just going to destroy themselves. So, don't do any of their work for them. Just sit back, lean on your friends, and don't reach out to this person at all. Don't, like, they're just going to self-destruct. So, I mean, yeah, I wish you healing, and I hope that, uh, I hope, honestly, like, here's to you and your new future without this person, because, obviously, they're terrible and, don't deserve you. So that's it. Um, that's it. All right, we're gonna move on to pile two now. I'm sweating. Jesus, that was crazy. Hi, pile two. If you chose Boromir and the Black Tourmaline, this is gonna be your reading. Um, so first, I'm gonna pull a card from the Lord of the Rings tarot, to get a card that represents you. Um, so right now, your energy is represented by, you're keeping yourself a lot more hidden, I think, than the last pile did. Uh, we have Three of Wands reversed, and I think, and now we know why. You are somebody who has been betrayed by people who you thought were your friends or thought were your family, people who were close to you, have really let you down recently. And this is a recurring theme throughout your life, but I think like this wound is fresh. So I'm sorry that happened to you. I uh but we're gonna see. Well, actually, this card also wants to come out, and the star. Okay. So a little bit more context for what's going on with you right now. I don't know if you're like an influencer or if you have some kind of like audience or uh have something that a lot of other people want. But you're, unfortunately when you I'm like, this isn't like victim blaming, but like um a lot of the times when you get to a place in your career, or like when you have like a certain amount of influence or a platform, people are going to be jealous of that and like try to tear you down, like no matter how uh no matter how kind-hearted you are. It doesn't matter, like, if people if toxic people want what you have, they're going to betray you and try to take it for themselves. They can't, but they're gonna try. And so I get the sense that recently you have some degree of influence. You have you're an influential person in the community, or you just leveled up in your career or something like that, and someone in your inner circle has betrayed you. So we're gonna find out who this person or these people are, and yeah, that's what this card's gonna be for. Um, so I'm getting multiple people, but like multiple individual people. So like this isn't, some type of like shadow government organization or whatever. Like, I mean, this isn't, these are specific insecure, lazy people who want what you have but are not willing to put in the work that you did to get the thing that you have, which is annoying and stupid. But, you know, um if these people, like, see, the thing is, like, if these people put the energy that they're giving to get at you, like, they would be just as successful. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand people. Like, they want what you have without putting in the work. So I mean, okay. That's a feature of these people. And it's like, so these are individual people, right? But like, so they're not working together because like these people are losers who have no friends, basically. So these are individual people, but their energy is the same. They're empty, they're hungry, they project themselves onto you. They want what you have without putting in the work. So let's see. So they are represented by um yeah, the stone. So like they're just sitting around, not moving, just not doing anything with their life. And instead of, I don't know, maybe trying to do something on their own, or actually putting in the work that it takes to get this stardom, or this influence that you have, their solution is to try to tear you down. And that's not going to get them to where they want to go. Obviously, where, it would be obvious to you, but obviously not to them. So, and I'm like overusing the word obviously. It's like you're smarter than these people. Like, it's like these people think that, that they can just like waltz in, to it's like they don't understand the amount of work and the amount of education it takes to actually get to your level. Like, they don't. They just want the reward without, like, these people are losers. Like, I'm sorry. So we're gonna pull a card for like the environment around you, like what when you're like the thing is, like, you don't even really need to do battle with these people, though. Like, you just have to, like, just ignore them because they can't do anything to you. Obviously, you that there have been people in your inner circle who have betrayed you, or who have, like, been, like, talking shit about you and stuff, and you found out about it or something like that. But, like, they can't actually do anything to you. They're just jealous losers. Exactly. Know your worth. Um, you know the amount of work that it took for you to achieve this. You know the amount of education that, like, these people, these rocks, these rocks with faces, they don't care. Like, they don't they don't understand the amount of work that it takes to get to the position that you're in right now. They just want what you have. So, if these people were at one point close to you, um, I understand that it's painful to be betrayed. I'm just saying that, like, that they're not worth your time. Like, they're not worth your nurturing. Like, I hope that you weren't, like, actually trying to help these people, because they don't deserve it. They've never deserved it. And if they were, trying to ask for advice from you, like, they just wanted to, like, subsist off of you. They just wanted to sponge off of you. These people are not going anywhere, and that's not your problem. Like, I you know all you need to do is know your worth. Like, you're not you're not responsible for these people. Like, if these people want to play games and, talk shit about you, or, like, try to sabotage, things behind your back, first of all, you're going to see it right away. And you're within your right to just, like, cut them off, and, like, to not engage with them anymore, because, like, all they're going to do is just leech off of you, and be nice to your face, but then, like, behind the scenes, like, wreck things that you build. And that's not, like, what's the point in allowing somebody into your life who does this? Like, that they're just going to weigh you down. Like, they're just going to take up space like a rock. Like, it's you know so I mean so I mean you know the format of this reading, was that um I was going to, like, uh use the alchemy deck for the methods that you need to take in order to get these people to stop messing with you. But in your case, you don't have to do anything, because, like, karma is taking care of these people. Like, you see through it all. You see through it. You know that they're just sad, pathetic people who are doing it because they're jealous. And you can cut them off, and you can, like, tell them what's up, and, like, that they're not permitted to subsist off of you anymore. um you're bringing together your power and also your empathy. Like, you're able to take your talent and your hard work and your knowledge, and combine them into, like, a successful career. And no one can take that away from you. Like, no amount of, like, jealous, pathetic people can go back in time and, like, stop you from going to college, or, like, getting the training that you needed to reach this level of success. These people are, uh no, they're not worth your time. So, um I don't really want to end it here, though. Like, but at the same time, it's like the message is clear. It's like, just don't engage. Like, if you think that, like, if there are people around you who are so self-focused that they can't be happy for someone who's succeeding, and their response to that is by sabotaging you behind the scenes, and, like, while playing nice to your face, like, they're not worth your time. Like, who cares about them? Like, I don't care about them. You know? It's like, these people, you don't need to do anything about these people. Like, just walk away. Like, they're gonna have imaginary fights with themselves and continue to just sit around and be mad. Like, let them do that. You don't have control over, other people doing that. So, oh man, I don't understand people, man. Like, this is like so annoying. But you need to take care of yourself. So how can we heal while this process is going on? Let's see. Yeah, the wellspring. What are you thirsty for? Body care, take a breath. Yeah, like literally just whatever your brand of self-care is, just do that and ignore these people. Like even if they've been friends with you for a long time, like they're not worth having around anymore. Like don't talk to them, don't entertain them, don't even look at them. Like they're if if they can't no. These people just yeah, they're not worth your time. All you have to do is walk away and take care of yourself. So, okay. That was pile two. Hi, welcome pile three. If you chose Faramir and the Apache tier, this is going to be your reading. So, first, we're going to be getting a card that is representing your energy right now. And then we're going to go into the person, people, entity, organization, whatever you want to call it, that is sending you evil eye. And we're going to be looking at, what the battleground, so to speak, kind of looks like, and then what tactic you need to use in order to protect yourself and like get this person away from you. Now, I will say, so far, the last two piles, the advice was to actually do nothing because like these people are just gonna like the two oppositional forces were idiots who were destroying themselves for different reasons. So in your case, I there's a lot more of a fog over your case though. So like I just want to get a feel of your energy first. So what's your energy right now? Um, the Eight of Cups reversed. I'm gonna pull another card from you just to clarify that. Um, I'm getting the sense that you're having a really difficult time letting something go right now. I'm not sure what that is yet. So let's see. Um, yeah, the Hanged Man. That's Gollum in this deck. So you're you're observing. Um, you have an inability to let something go, like Gollum with the ring. So you are watching a situation. Um, I want to pull one more card for your energy though, because like I feel like your energy is very splintered right now. I'm having a hard time kind of pinpointing your energy because like it's very spread thin, it's very scattered. So let's see. Like I want to help you see clearly so that like, if you're fighting something, making sure that you're keeping yourself safe and, while you're doing it. Um, this is the this is the Nine of Wands in reverse. Um, yeah, like I feel like so you're currently unable to let something go. You're observing something that's happening or you're gathering intel. But it's work that isn't worth the reward of like what you're actually doing. So it's like so I feel like that, like, I mean, this is just an example, but like an example of like the energy that I'm feeling right now would be like if you were broken up with and you're keeping tabs on your the person who broke up with you, um and you're unable to let them go, um and kind of like checking on their social media and stuff like that. Um I I'm not gonna um let me think about this actually. Um this You're fighting yourself right now. You're not gathering up information to use against somebody else, or this information that you're gathering on your ex's social media is not actually going to help you in any way. It's just making your brain attack itself. And, that's not a good situation for anybody. I my heart goes out to you that this relationship ended, or or maybe you were fired from a job, like this job ended, but something ended that was out of your control, and your energy is very much like clinging on to the memory of whatever this was, but you're putting your brain through unnecessary strain, trying to hold on to something that is no longer relevant to your life. um so So what exactly are you fighting? Like, you're actually fighting yourself at the moment. Um, you're fighting yourself. You're not like this person, whoever left you, or whoever fired you, or this thing that's no longer in your life. They're not thinking about you at all. Um, the the reality is that this person who left, it has moved on with their life, and you're torturing yourself trying to cling on to the memory of this person when this person doesn't think about you. So like there's no reason to hold on to something that is not relevant to your life anymore. No one should have to go through that. It's You're just going to destroy yourself. So in this instance, like, usually for this archetypes card, like we would pull, what outside force um is antagonizing you, but in your case, it's yourself. Your inability to let go of this person in your life is keeping you trapped within your own mind, and you're torturing yourself. So an aspect of yourself that is kind of the cause of all of this is Thanatos. So I mean, you've made a web for yourself, and you've caught yourself in it. Um, and I don't mean to like invalidate you. Like I don't want this to be like, oh yeah, like everything's your fault. Like I don't know who this person is. Like maybe they're an asshole. Maybe, maybe it's divine protection that they're not in your life anymore, right? I mean, I don't know what the situation was. It really doesn't matter who was in the right or not, because this person was not meant to be in your life anyway. And you're torturing yourself unnecessarily trying to cling to this person when this person has moved on already and doesn't even think about you. So, but we're gonna look at the archetypes guidebook for this. Like, so this is actually you creating a trap for yourself. So let's actually read from the guidebook and see like what exactly this is and what it means. So so this construct that you have for yourself, um, let's read. Um, Thanatos, which means death in this deck. It is tempting to oversimplify death and to sum it up as transformation, but the true archetypal resonance of Thanatos cannot be easily assimilated or contained. Death is ongoing and omnipresent, an ethereal response to the gift of birth. Witnessing the end of another being, creature, phase, or stage has deep consequences for the psyche. We are forever changed by Thanatos as it sweeps us under its wings, making us relinquish control in every form. It leaves a mark of ash upon our heart, signifying that we have touched the cusp of the underworld and will return to the land of the living eventually, with more compassion and wisdom to share. This capacity is needed in our world. One who has faced the annihilation of Thanatos can face anything. Now, that's a very, very important thing to keep in mind. I'm going to read that again. Uh, this capacity is needed in our world. One who faced the annihilation of Thanatos can face anything. So, you got your heart broken. You can face anything now because you're still here. Okay? Like, look, when this card appears, it signifies an initiation into the underworld. The light aspects of this, grieving, mourning, bearing witness to all that is, and the shadow aspects are fear or insensitivity to old age, illness, and the dying. So, um, we're just gonna like pause this right now. I don't want you to torture yourself anymore. Like you do not deserve to trap yourself in your own head, um, and torturing yourself over something in your life that wasn't meant to be there in the first place. Like, I I don't want to see you go through that. Um, I really want to channel messages like from your guides right now because like you need all the support you can get right now. Like your heart is broken. Your life did not go in the direction that you thought it was going to go in, and you deserve compassion. You deserve to treat yourself with kindness instead of breaking yourself in this prison. Um, you don't deserve to do that to yourself. Like you don't like because this person obviously doesn't care. So like there's no reason to torture yourself over someone who doesn't care. Like so so let's get some channeled messages. Okay. I'm gonna this is a very triggering reading. I'm gonna have to put a warning on this one, but the message that I got was basically like stop victimizing yourself. Now I don't know the situation of what happened between you and this person. I it's my job to be on your side and give you the benefit of the doubt, giving you this reading. So it doesn't really matter to me whose fault it was that this relationship ended because it ended and it's not coming back to life. So I mean, it's you you're going to make yourself miserable forever if you cling on to the memory of this relationship. And that's easy for me to say. I I'm sorry that I had to like say it like that. So I want to hear messages of maybe encouragement, you know, compassion. You're safe. Like this person's gone, but you're still here. Like if this person was able to just leave and not care what happened to you, like they weren't keeping you safe in the first place. Like if you feel unsafe now that this person is gone, they weren't able to keep you safe in the first place because like cuz they just took off and without a care. So like, you know, they weren't really present. So like you the only unstable foundation around you is within yourself. Like you have a solid base in the material world. Like I mean, in terms of like you're in a safe place currently. Um so like the only unsafe aspect about this situation is what's going on in your own mind. And one person is not worth torturing yourself. It's no matter who they are. I don't care who they are. I don't care if they're your child. I don't care like I don't care if you love this person more than you've ever loved anyone. Like, if they're willing to just walk away and not care, they're not worth torturing yourself over. Um, so I mean, this reading is not going to be about what went wrong. It's not going to be about what led to this breakup and this person leaving, because frankly, it doesn't matter. Because if they're willing to just pick up and leave and not care about what it did to you, then they so I mean typically this card, would be pulled for like, the environment between you and whoever's sending you evil eye, but the one who's sending you evil eye is yourself. This person who left, they're not checking for you. They're not sending you anything, actually. Like they've pretty much they're not sending you anything good or bad. It's this is all you're torturing yourself because of your inability to let go. Um, and no one, no one is worth that. Um, so so I mean, right now, I mean, I guess this card, in your case would be like, um, the energy of like change, when like how to like what it's gonna feel like to move on from this energy of clinging to the memory of this person. What kind of energy it's gonna take to move on. Yeah, be real. So being honest with yourself and um because I think you've convinced yourself that like that this person hates you, and like they're sending flying monkeys out and like trying to actually like make your life harder, but like they're not. They're just ignoring you. They're not they're not the ones attacking you. You're attacking yourself, and you need to be real with yourself and acknowledge that. So that's step one, is to acknowledge that nobody's after you. You're attacking yourself. So be real with yourself. Um, I apologize for how harsh this reading is. I didn't want it to be I didn't want it to be triggering or harsh. But these are the messages that are coming through. We have, yeah, take inspired action, full moon. So you got two full moons here. So like, full moons are all about like the culmination of something. It's about like releasing something after something has built up to a height. Um, so um, so I mean, so taking inspired action in your case is taking your life into your own hands. And because I think you were codependent on this person, and you believe that you needed this person in order to be happy, but that's not true at all. Like you taking inspired action in your own life is going to help you heal from this. So you got two full moons, so like full moons are all about releasing things. Um, yeah, look, you if you're listen, if you're torturing yourself right now because of something someone else did, like, I'm guessing that you don't have a lot of self-compassion, but it needs to start somewhere. You need to be proud of yourself in some area. Like this person, I don't know how far back you two go, but this person didn't build you, you built yourself. Like this person didn't have anything to do with the level of success that you have. Like you you have your own foundation. You can stand on your own 2 feet. You can be proud of the things that you've accomplished outside of this person. And you don't need to torture yourself over losing this person because this person doesn't care. Like, why would you torture yourself over someone who doesn't care? Like, it's not worth it. Um, let's see. Uh, so yeah, I mean, usually this alchemy card would be for like the tactic that you use to like fight against that, but you don't need to fight. You just need to, okay? A box fell. You just need to like accept what is, um, and release the things that are keeping you trapped right now. Because Chiron, that like Chiron's the wounded healer. Like that's all about figuring out what your wounds are so that you can move past them and release them. Um, you your heart is broken right now. Um, so I mean, don't focus on what you don't have, like focus on what you do have. Like who or what is around you. Because your environment is stable right now. It's just your mind isn't. Um, because I think that this person leaving triggered a very deep wound that you have. Like, I mean, this is giving like, okay, um this is giving like the energy of somebody who is really anxiously attached and who has been codependent, for their whole life basically, and does not take rejection or abandonment well. And so this person leaving just reopened that wound for you. Um, but what one thing that I've learned in my life is that if you base your entire sense of self-worth over what somebody else thinks of you, you won't be able to build anything. Like no, like everything that you try to build will disintegrate. So like the what you actually like need to do to move past this is to take inventory of what you have. Um, Outside of this person, what skills you already have, what uh job you already have, what assets you already have, and build on that so that you can stand on your own 2 feet and um create a life for yourself independent of anyone else, so that it doesn't shatter you if someone leaves. um because you don't deserve to go through that. Like um I'm sorry that you're going through that. It's the only way out of this is through. The only way out of this is to take inspired action to build um a life for yourself independent of other people. Um Gaining a more solid sense of self, building on the skills that you already have to create a life for yourself that um is worth living. Uh so I mean, you're definitely in need of a healing waters card because that was a really intense reading. I'm sorry that it got harsh. I'm autistic, so I'm a blunt communicator. So like I apologize if this was hurtful to hear. But I mean it's something that you can't avoid anymore because like you're you're spiraling, you're spinning out, torturing yourself when the only one who can stop that is you because it's your brain. So, um, let's see. How can we heal right now? Um, Psychic abilities acting on visions, it's destined, the Water Oracle. Um, you have psychic powers of your own. you have skills of your own that have nothing to do with this person. Like this person didn't give you these abilities. This person didn't um take the classes that you needed to take in order to build this skill for you. Like, I mean, you did that. Like you have this education, you have this power, and no one can take that away from you. It doesn't matter how much you love this person. Like if they walked away, you still have these skills and you can still apply them to create a life for yourself that you want. Um and look, I wish you the best of luck. You do not deserve to be trapped in this place anymore. Like you like webs disintegrate if you touch them. Like just wipe all these webs away. You have skills and a foundation that no one can take away from you. So, start there, build on that, and um I wish you a safe and happy life. Like this, there's nowhere to go but up. So, um I really hope that you choose to go up because you can't stay here. Um you are worth so much more than you know. Like that this person, if this person doesn't see your worth, like that's their problem. Like it's not your problem. Um you have these gifts, you have these skills that you can build on to dig yourself out of this, and I believe in you. And I hope that everything works out. So I really, appreciate you being here, and I wish you the best of luck. Take care. Hi, everybody. For those of you who picked pile four, which was represented by Aragorn and the Smokey Quartz, this is going to be your reading. Which this is really funny. So I was just about to shuffle your cards, and Spirit stopped me. They were like, "Don't pull any cards for this group." And I was like, "What do you mean? It's a pick a card tarot reading. What are you talking about?" But the message that came through very clearly was, um, this is like my spiritual healer group. Like you guys are so powerful that even if someone were to come against you, even if you were facing like a person who was giving you evil eye or an organization that was giving you evil eye, like you're so evolved and protected that it like doesn't even matter. like like there's no there's no getting in the mud with people who would want to hurt you because you're so enlightened and evolved that like it actually doesn't matter what people try to do to you. So what we're gonna do instead is I'm going to be sharing, channeled messages, and also some sharing, I guess, like the information that I've channeled over the past week. And we're just gonna have like a chill, you know, teacher hangout session, because this is the pile full of spiritual teachers and healers. Like if you pick this pile, then it's very fitting that you picked Aragorn, because like if you pick this pile, like you are a very evolved spiritual healer, and the world is very much in need of you and your kindness and wisdom, and um the world is very hurt right now, and um selfishness is rewarded, in a world where people are attacking each other over every little thing. um we're kind of the ones who need to teach this generation, like the people who are living today, that we don't need to do that. Like our mother earth has more than enough resources to take care of everybody, but because of the way that the system is set up right now, like it's depriving people of um of what they need, while the rich, suck up and overconsume. So us spiritual healers and teachers, like we were put on this earth to cure that, to teach people that there's a better way to live, and a more sustainable way to live. And I've been kind of, because the thing is, like, because you guys are, like, so spiritually, like, powerful and protected, it's like you can fight if you have to, but it's like us in this pile, like, we don't like to fight. If we had the chance, if, like, we had the choice, we would just live in perfect harmony with everyone. We wouldn't need to wage war. We wouldn't need to defend ourselves against people who want to take us down because like we would just be friends with everybody, but that's unfortunately not how this world is set up. Um and so the thing is though, like just because you like this is the if you pick this pile, like you're extremely psychic, you see the root of the problem right away, you see people's intentions right away. Like even if you uh are faced with somebody who is less powerful than you, who is picking a fight with you for like a petty reason and like it's petty. It's like, you know, and this person like can't actually do anything to hurt you. Um it's like that's not an excuse to not defend yourself at the same time. Because if this person is like willing to come at you and attack you, it's like there needs to be some level of consequence for that. Like you can't just let them attack you. Um even if you feel bad for them, even if like where their pain is coming from, and even if you like know how to heal it, if they're not willing to make the decision to heal, then you can't do that for them. Like you can't just let someone attack you because because they're sad or like they're angry about something. Like it's like you can I don't want anybody who picked this pile to to feel as though they need to like kill their empathy, or they need to um isolate from people who are just like swinging at everybody and who just want to hurt people because they want what they have. Like I mean, I know that if you pick this pile, like you want to help people, like you want to help that person heal uh from that maladaptive behavior, but it's like, at the end of the day, like if they're not willing to put in the work to change that behavior, then there's nothing you can do. Like the only thing you can do is walk away. Um, and if someone actually like psychically attacks you, it's like you need to have protections in place to defend yourself. So you can't just let someone attack you because you feel bad for them, it's like, oh well, just let them throw their tantrum. Like no, there needs to be protections for you and consequences for them. If someone is willing to attack you over something that doesn't matter, it's like they still did something. So it's like, so even though we are here to love everyone and to teach people to love and to um build a more sustainable environment for everyone. Unfortunately, sometimes like war can't be avoided. Like sometimes people will do things that we will have no choice but to go to Helm's Deep and like, raise an army and like kill all the orcs. Like it's like sometimes we have to do that. And it's sad. It's like we're peaceful people. Like we don't want to do that to somebody, but um we ha- we have to teach people that you can't do this. Um, and obviously, like we're not the type to like be heavy-handed with our consequences. Like we're not gonna give a punishment that doesn't fit the crime, but there needs to be a punishment. Like we need to send the message to people who are like trying to take what we have without themselves putting in the work, without themselves like making the decision to heal. It's like we can't heal somebody for them. It's like they need to make that decision. And so wanting peace and wanting everyone to be like happy and healthy is not an excuse to not defend yourself. And that's a lesson that I'm learning the hard way every day, for reasons that I'm not going to disclose here. But so I want to because part of our uh mission here, while we're teaching people, how to build a more sustainable future for everyone, we need to basically, like, if we're the teachers, if we're the spiritual healers, it's like we need to uh be teaching people how to not be selfish and like how to not hoard resources, because there's enough for everybody, where the few are hoarding, so that like a lot of others are going hungry. Yeah, right. So, you can have compassion for people. You can, but that doesn't justify their bad behavior. Um, so I'm not here to tell you how to defend yourself. I mean, I'm sure if you've picked this pile, then you already have things in place energetically to protect yourself. I'm sure you already know how to do that. You're very likely teaching other people how to do that. So like we our job here is to break people out of the mindsets that are keeping them trapped within themselves, or trapping, or like the things that the lies that they're telling themselves to keep other people under control. um like we're able to see the root of the problem. Like, we're able to see a person's vulnerabilities and like what led them to lash out at other people. So like, you know at the same time, though, it's like, no matter what someone goes through, no matter, like, it doesn't matter like what, like, so actually, I mean, really, the only way that I can like describe what I'm talking about is like by so I know the term narcissist like gets thrown around a lot, like, it's a pop psychology term. Like, I get it, everyone who disagrees with someone is a narcissist. Like, I get it. Like, it's thrown around too much. So I've been doing some research, though, and like recently, uh I'm somebody who has survived several narcissistic relationships, to parents, to romantic partners. Like, it just is what it is. And so I how do I say this? Like, I've been reading a lot of stuff, and like, uh so like, I know that like recently, the whole debate around like narcissism and stuff like that is like, well, you can't call somebody a narcissist, or like you can't say that like someone is like perpetuating narcissistic abuse, because that's ableism. Now, I'm here to just dismantle that right now. For those of you who don't know, I'm autistic. I'm very familiar personally and professionally with what ableism is. And when people talk about narcissism, they're actually not talking about narcissistic personality disorder, like the condition. It's more so about like the maladaptive behavior that causes somebody to lash out in this specific kind of way. So when people say like, oh, you can't you can't call somebody a narcissist because that's ableist, or like you can't say that they're perpetuating narcissistic abuse because that's ableist. Like, that's not true. Because like everyone is responsible for their own behavior. Like, no matter what disabilities they have, no matter what conditions they have, no matter what they've been through in their life, um, no one is justified in hurting other people. Like like so this is the example that I came up with, and something that maybe you can spread around in your own life if someone like tries to argue that like uh narcissistic abuse doesn't exist or whatever. Like, I mean, so I've worn many hats in my career. The hat that I'm currently wearing after several you know uh stints is I'm a direct support professional right now. And so this would be like this argument doesn't work for anybody because let's say you have a an individual who is like very, very high support needs, like needs one-to-one, like 24/7 care, like cannot be left alone in a room. Um and they're nonverbal and they have like a lot of like difficulties, and they react to frustration or anger by hitting people. Um, Even someone with that amount of challenges in life, like if I were working with someone like that, part of my job would be to teach that person not to hit people. So even if you are that profoundly disabled, and even if you have like that amount of things in your way from living a healthy and fulfilled life, um even then you're not justified in hurting people. Like my job would be part of my job would be to teach that person not to hit people. So why why are these people who are self-proclaimed narcissists coming from the woodwork and saying like, "Oh, you can't criticize anything that I do because it's ableist." It's like, what are you talking about? If you're hurting people, no, it's not justified. Like I don't care what you've been through. I don't care how much trauma you've had. I don't care like what your disabilities are. No one is justified in hurting people. Like obviously, us as teachers, like we need to meet people where they are. Um, we're not gonna give somebody, an amount some kind of work that they can't handle. But like no matter what someone's ability level is, like that person would need to learn not to hurt people. Like no matter what their ability level is. So, so that's something that I channeled this week, and like something that I needed to come to terms with because like I'm in I've made a lot of excuses for a lot of people, and I've enabled some people in my life, and it didn't um people are very self-focused at the moment and just perpetuating cycles of abuse that they've been through. um it we're like part of our job is to teach people that like no matter what you've been through, it's you're never justified in hurting someone else. And it's like there's no there like us humans, if you have a human form on this earth right now, like you're it's not your job to deal out karma. Like the only thing that you can do is control your responses to things that happen to you. So like it doesn't make sense to try to go after somebody. Like we're teaching these people, it doesn't make sense to go after somebody who hurt you and like try to try to psychically attack them because like karma's going to come for them anyway. Like you're just accruing more on yourself. Like, you know, um people are hurting people over and over again all the time, and it's getting worse. And part of our job as like teachers and healers is where we need to like teach people to like take personal responsibility and to like dismantle these constructs in their head that are like making them perpetuate cycles of abuse that they already went through, that they're now subjecting other people to. Um, and that's going to vary depending on like what your intentions are and like what your career is. I'm assuming if you pick this pile, then you're probably like a therapist, or you're probably, maybe also a DSP, or maybe you're like, a teacher or something. So it's like um, the way that you deal with these people is like, these self-centered people who just like swing at everybody and don't care who they hurt. It's like the way that you deal with them is to validate their trauma, to like to understand, to communicate that you understand the circumstances that led them to developing this maladaptive behavior, but never justifying their behavior. Like, if you know, everyone is responsible for their own actions. And there are varying levels of that. Like I said with like the with the high support needs person example, like I mean, it's going to vary depending on who the person is, and we are going to meet people where they are, but we need to teach people that this can't continue. Like that this is no one is justified in hurting other people, no matter what diagnoses or trauma that they have, and that's just the end of it. I wish you luck. Like, look, if you pick pile four, send me an email, like, because let's be friends, because like we need to. This world is you know, people like us are needed. And I would love to be your friend, honestly, if you pick this pile intuitively. So yeah, that's it. Godspeed, and you know, you can't save everybody. That's kind of another thing that I had to learn the hard way. It's like people need to make the decision to do this kind of work, and if they're not willing to do that, you just need to walk away, because they're you can't make that decision for them. If they like, even if they have the potential to learn it, like if they're not willing to learn it, they're not going to learn it. Like, you can lead them to water, but you can't make them drink. So yeah, that's it for you guys. Keep keep being yourself, and hopefully I'll see you in another reading, and you know all right, take care.